Sure.
Because you're thinking about getting up a down payment and going buying a nice little duplex in California.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm telling you to wait and pay cash for it, which your friends aren't going to like. And I don't really care. They're wrong.
Let me ask you a question that will define your financial future. In 20 years, who would you rather be? Would you rather be the guy who owns $10 million worth of real estate, but is shackled to $8 million in debt, living in constant, quiet fear that one market crash could wipe you out? Or would you rather be the man who owns a solid $3 million in property, completely paid for, with zero debt to his name? A man who sleeps soundly because his foundation is made of rock, not sand. If the first guy is your hero, you can click off this video right now. I'm serious. Go follow the gurus who preach the gospel of using other people's money. This is not the place for you. But if you're still here, it's because you understand the common enemy, the endless noise of bad financial advice. It's the lie that says you must leverage debt to get ahead. They sell you a dream of a real estate empire, but they trap you in the reality of being a high-stress debt manager for the bank. The shocking revelation from Dave Ramsey himself is this: the fastest way to get truly rich in real estate begins with the slowest, most patient start. Today, you are going to learn the exact 4-step purchase snowball strategy. This is the counterintuitive blueprint for building a debt-free real estate empire, including the one critical step most people miss. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a get-rich-for-sure plan. If you're not serious about building a true legacy, leave. If you are, let's begin. Number 1, the fortress of solvency.
Once you get a certain amount of money, I feel like it burns a little bit of a hole in your pocket.
Yep.
You're ready to jump into it.
Yeah, and you've done really well, Johnny. I mean, let's face it. You're 22 years old. You have $60,000 in the bank and no debt at all, and you're making $5K a month. You're killing it. Ding, ding.
I appreciate that.
Very impressive.
The first principle is the absolute, non-negotiable foundation. Before you even think about real estate, your personal financial house must be an impenetrable fortress. That means you have zero consumer debt, no car payments, no student loans, no credit card balances. You owe nothing to anyone. On top of that, you have a fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. This isn't just a starting point, it's the price of admission to the game. Think of it like this: you're preparing to build a dynasty. The gurus tell you to go out and conquer new lands immediately. But Dave Ramsey's strategy says no, you must first build an unconquerable citadel at home. You build thick stone walls, no debt, and stock the granaries, your emergency fund. Only when your home base is completely secure from any possible siege do you even consider expanding your territory. Let's talk about a guy named Daniel. At 23, he was killing it. He was a software engineer, debt-free, and had $60,000 saved up. But he felt this intense pressure, a feeling that the money was burning a hole in his pocket. His friends and even some mentors were buying duplexes with 5% down, driving new autos on finance, telling him he was missing out by just letting his cash sit there. They were conquering new lands, while it looked like Daniel was just sitting in his castle. But Daniel was building his fortress, readying himself for the real campaign. Your first victory is not in acquiring an asset, it is in achieving a state of absolute financial readiness. Number 2, the war chest and the first purchase. The second principle is where this strategy fundamentally differs from everything else you heard. Your mission is not just to save up cash, it is to build a massive war chest inside a simple, low-cost index fund like an S&P 500 fund. You will let your money work for you in the market until that fund is large enough to buy your first income-producing property with 100% cash. Think of it like forging a masterwork sword. The amateur grabs the first sharp rock he can find, that's a down payment, and runs into battle. He might get lucky, but his weapon is weak. The master craftsman, however, takes his time. He patiently mines the iron ore, saves his income, smelts it into pure steel, invests it in an index fund to grow, and then methodically hammers and folds that steel until he has an unbreakable blade. When he enters the battle, he does so with an overwhelmingly superior weapon, an all-cash offer. So what did Daniel do? He resisted the urge to buy that duplex. He took his $60,000 and instead of letting it sit in a low-yield savings account, he put it into an S&P 500 index fund. He continued to aggressively invest $2,000 a month alongside it. For the next 4 years, he didn't touch it. He let the market do the heavy lifting, compounding his savings and his patience into a formidable war chest, all while his friends were stressing about interest rates and paying the bank before they paid themselves. This step is not about saving for a down payment. It's about patiently building a weapon of overwhelming financial power. Number 3, ignite the purchase snowball.
And then I took all of those rents, net of expenses, and any other money I could, and I threw it in an index fund until I had enough to buy another property.
The third principle is where you transform your first victory into unstoppable momentum. The day you buy that first property with cash, your mission changes. You take every single dollar of net rent and you funnel it right back into the same index fund you used to build your first war chest. You combine the rent with every other dollar you can save from your primary income, and you start building the fund for property number 2. You have now ignited the purchase snowball. This is like building the ultimate self-fueling engine. Your first all-cash property isn't a trophy to be polished. It's the first piston in a massive wealth creation machine. Your personal savings are the primary fuel source, but now the rent check is a secondary injector, automatically pumping more fuel into the engine every single month. Your job is to keep that engine running at full throttle, directing all of its power toward one objective, building the next piston. After 4 years, Daniel's index fund had grown to $200,000. He pulled it out, tax-free from a Roth or tax-deferred depending on his account, and bought a simple, single-family home in a solid, working-class neighborhood. It rented for $2,000 a month. After setting aside money for taxes, insurance, and future maintenance, he was netting a clean $1,400. That $1,400 plus the $2,000 he was still saving from his job all went straight back into his index fund. His snowball was now rolling, fueled by both his labor and his capital. The purpose of your first rent check isn't to improve your lifestyle. It's to dramatically shorten the time it takes to buy your next property. Number 4, achieve exponential acceleration. This is the final principle, the beautiful mathematical payoff for your discipline. With the rent from one property and your personal savings working together, you will buy your second property much faster than you bought the first. And with the rent from 2 properties funneling into your index fund, you will buy the third even faster. The time between each all-cash purchase shrinks dramatically. This is the hockey stick curve Dave Ramsey talks about, where the slow, flat start suddenly curves and goes nearly vertical. Think of it as a rocket launch, but with compounding boosters. Your personal savings are the main engine, powerful but steady. Your first rental property is the first rocket booster that kicks in, doubling your thrust and pushing you faster. When you buy your second property, another identical booster ignites. Now you have the main engine and 2 boosters firing at once. You are no longer moving linearly, you are accelerating exponentially, moving toward your goal at an incredible velocity. It took Daniel 4 years to save for his first house, but with his purchase snowball ignited, his combined savings and rent allowed him to fully fund and buy his second identical house in just 2.5 years. Now, with the rent from 2 properties, $2,800 a month, plus his personal savings, he was on pace to buy his third property in less than 18 months. In under a decade, the young man who was once mocked for playing it safe owned a debt-free portfolio that was generating a significant, truly passive income, all while his over-leveraged friends were still just paying interest to the bank. This strategy forces you to start slower so that you are mathematically guaranteed to finish wealthier and infinitely faster. So, there you have it. The 4 battle-tested principles of the Dave Ramsey purchase snowball. First, you build the fortress of solvency. Second, you forge your war chest in an index fund. Third, you ignite the purchase snowball with your first all-cash purchase. And fourth, you achieve exponential acceleration. Listen to me. This isn't just a tactic, it's a philosophy. It is a conscious choice to prioritize patience over pressure and financial security over the illusion of success. Your financial future isn't defined by your salary. It's defined by your salary. It's defined by your strategy. This path isn't the easiest, but it is the surest. You can do this. So here is my challenge. I am not asking you to like or subscribe. I am asking you to turn this knowledge into immediate, real-world action. When this video ends, I want you to go to your brokerage account, or open one if you don't have one, and I want you to set up an automatic investment. I don't care if it's only for $50 into a simple S&P 500 index fund. And I want you to nickname that investment Property Number 1. That's it. That is the first ounce of steel for your sword. That is the first push of the snowball. Stop watching. Start building.